All right, hello. We're underway here in Vegas. Game 5 of Wild versus Golden Knights. I'll do my pregame stuff here in a little bit, but let's get this game going. Into the zone now. Kaprizov to Boldy on the right side. Boldy shoots it off of Hill. Down low now. Puck slides up to the point. Faber on the right side then. Back down low. Eriksson Ek. Down low. Boldy. In front, and it's blocked there by Vegas. Here they rush it the other way. Eichel will dump it down low and into the Minnesota zone on the right side. Dorofeev battling now with Kaprizov. Puck comes out in front. Brodin will take it back and regroup for the Wild. Here they come the other way. Kaprizov into the zone. Boldy takes it back down low. Hit back by the Knights and picked up by Mark Stone. Stone to Dorofeev. Through the zone. Cleared back down low. Hannafin battling with Spurgeon. On the right side. Picked up then by Hartman and banked around the right side of the boards. Pietrangelo to the point to Hurdle. Hurdle shoots it. Saved by Gustafsson on the first shot of the game. All right, now let me do my first thing that I wanted to do since I got my first break. What's up, everyone? How are we doing? Hopefully you guys are having a great day so far. As I update my stuff, I'll be doing it kind of throughout the game here, between commercial breaks, just trying to get all the things updated. I literally pressed live as soon as the stream started, so yeah. All right, face off, cleared back now to the corner, around now on the right side, down low now it's Johansson, banked around behind the boards, picked up down low then by Nicholas Waugh, down low, Hartman. Sends it back to Brodin. Brodin a backhand now behind the net, and it goes all the way down the other way. 2-1 for Minnesota. Johansson shoots it. Saved by Hill. It just slides wide of Ryan Hartman to tuck in the rebound. And they can't get it through. Wild pick the puck back up. Knights will intercept it here. Pietrangelo through the zone. Sends a pass up. And then on the right side as Minnesota gets it back. Goudreau. Into the zone. Frederick Goudreau with control of the puck. Now down low. Saved by Hill. As that was battled in front. Picked up again then by the Wild. Bogosian. Sends it back down low. Whitecloud. Picked up again then by the Wilds. Thrown in front by Spurgeon and blocked there. Bogosian another drive and that one goes up and out of play. Oh, that's why. All right, hello. I finally pulled up the chat. All right, now I got to post it on Instagram. Thank you all so much for tuning in so far. I appreciate it here on this fine Tuesday night. All right. Face-off coming now inside of the Las Vegas zone. Picked up now by Minnesota. Boldy tries carrying it into the zone. Through the zone, Eriksson Ek a shot, and it goes wide there. On the right side now, it's Waugh trying to bank it out of the zone. Carlson to Eichel. Eichel breaks it past Eriksson Ek into the zone. Eichel up to the point, a shot, and it goes wide. Puck redirected in front, and a save there by Gustafsson. Back on the right side, picked up then by Vegas. Down low, McNabb. Back then for Theodore, who regroups. And Vegas will carry that puck around. Cleared back into the Minnesota end. Faber sends a pass up through the zone now. Down back into the Vegas end along the right side. Stone to Whitecloud. To Brandon Saad as it's ended up intercepted and dumped back in. Gustafsson sends that one all the way around. Through the zone, Brazeau tries getting it through. Kept in, though, by Vegas. Hurdle. Cleared down low for Faber. Faber behind that, then to Brodin. Back to Faber. And they'll regroup. Puck gets cleared all the way back into the Vegas end, and They'll pick it right back up. Stone to Hurdle to Saad. A backhand, and it goes wide. Again, then down low. Saad a shot. Save there again by Gustafsson. Wild get it back. Sends it up then to Hartman as it gets past him and into the Vegas end. Down low now is White Cloud with it. As Las Vegas regroups. White Cloud through the zone. Will take it through center ice and clear it right back in. Spurgeon back down low. Over around the right side. Kept in, though, by the Knights. And they'll end up just taking it back out anyways and regrouping. Smith. Barbashev to Hannafin. Hannafin shoots it. Saved by Gustafsson. Down low now in the corner on the right side. Wah. Picks it up. Moves it to the front. Rebound. And it goes wide off of a Smith opportunity. What a chance there for the Wild, or the Knights, to try and finish it. On the right side now at the point. Smith a shot. And it goes wide. Battling now down low. It's picked up then by Minnesota. Stolen back then by Pietrangelo, who regroups. On the right side, Hartman. Sends a pass back then to Smith. And Hannafin will regroup. Shots are 5-3 in favor of Minnesota. Sorry if I seem a little bit rushing here. I just got into the stream a couple of seconds ago. Puck is dumped down low into the Minnesota end. Down here on the right side, Foligno. Intercepted then by the Knights, and a face-off there as the Golden Knights went offside. 14:50 left here in the first period. It's still 0-0. And let's see how this plays out. Devils and Canes, 4-4 with 6:40 left. So that is something to look at there as well. Face-off coming here now. And it's won by Vegas. Down low now, up in front of the point. It goes all the way back out, and they'll regroup. Down low, Gaudreau picks it up then for the Wild. In the zone, Kaprizov trying to get to it. Battling here on the right side with White Cloud. Gaudreau gets it right back. He'll drop it back. Kaprizov a shot. Save there. Back at the point, Faber holds it. Poke checked away. And Carlson takes it the other way. Carlson feeds a pass over. Eichel shoots it. Save again. At the point, McNabb. Back to Eichel. Eichel then. And sent back behind the net then by Theodore. Eichel still with control. Up to the point then to McNabb. McNabb sends it into the corner. Carlson then for Riley Smith. Dorofiev. Up to the point. McNabb a shot. Saved by Gustafsson again. Battling down low now here in the corner. Puck slides back up to the point. Battling on the right side. Kept in by the Knights. Eichel skates it around. Feeds it up to the point. Intercepted easily by Kaprizov, who's clearly tired and just banks it back down low. Shots are 6-6 here through a little under halfway through this first period. It is still 0-0. Here's Hurdle through the zone. Vegas pressuring hard here early. A shot there, and it is blocked in front, and Hurdle will pick it up and give it to the Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo backhand and blocked in front by Minnesota. Boldy rushes it now the other way. They'll bank it down low into the zone and get a line change. Trennan with a big hit there on Pietrangelo. Taken back then by Hurdle. To Saad, who banks it off the boards and into the zone. Regrouping now behind the net then is Brazeau, and kicked back around to the right side. Picked up then Saad, a shot, and it goes wide. Puck at the red line here. Brazeau trying to play it forward. It's picked up then again by the Golden Knights. And Pietrangelo will take it back in his zone and a regroup. Not a lot of whistles here so far. It's still 0-0 through these last couple of minutes. And an icing now against the Golden Knights as I say that. And assuming so, we'll probably go to commercial break since I just jinxed everything. Like I did last time. Whew. Some good back and forth action. Vegas, I feel like, has had control for a lot of this game, at least so far. But again, there's still a lot of time to play through. As it just spilled water on myself. Great. Face-off coming here now. Down low, Pietrangelo. Banked off the boards on the right side. Barbashev with it now. Ivan Barbashev through the zone. Dumped in then by Riley Smith on the right side. Wah. Battling for it here now. It's picked up then by Vegas. They'll hold it back and regroup. And banked back into the zone. It's an offsides against the Knights. 12:01 left here in the first period. It's still 0-0. And there's something coming here. Ooh. A penalty. And it's against Vegas. So Minnesota will get their first power play of the game here tonight. And Riley Smith is not a fan of it. And yeah, it's not intentional, but it definitely still is a high stick. And you kind of have to call it. All right, I'm taking my sweatshirt off. I'll be back. I'll be right here in a second. As well as that, too, I never got the chance to put my cards on the board. Even though I really like streaming these teams as much as I have, I really don't even need them. If that makes sense. Just like I know every player now at this point. Besides maybe a couple that have, factored into the lineup here and there. But, most of these guys, I have just memorized. So that's nice, but, you know. You still got to do it. And these aren't even, current lineup cards. These are, old ones. All right. All right, perfect. All good to go. Welcome, everyone. Hopefully you guys are having a great night so far. It's the second of a doubleheader here on the channel. Whew. Okay.
The chemistry's been there this entire series, and talking to John Hines before the game, he said the reason they work so well together is they both work away from the puck. They both work hard to get the puck back. It's not like one guy sits and waits for the other one to make a play. Their chemistry has been undeniable. This pass from Kaprizov was unbelievable to Boldy, and you two have been leading the way for the Minnesota Wild.
No way.
See if that can continue. And they still rank as the top scoring duo.
Orlando beat South Carolina. Wow. Oh, wait. Who did they play? All right, face-off. One by the Wild on the right side. Kaprizov sends it up to the point then. Zuccarello with it. Wild power play here. Up to the point. Boldy to Kaprizov in front. And too many passes intercepted by the Knights. Eichel shorthanded with Carlson. Eichel in front. Carlson scores! William Carlson shorthanded on a feed from Eichel. And the Knights lead 1-0 early. William Carlson on the rebound feed. Everybody was focused on him. Eichel, that being, and not Carlson. Who do I got winning, or who am I rooting for? I really think Vegas is going to win tonight, unfortunately, but my heart wants the Wild. William Carlson with the goal on the power play, shorthanded. And Vegas has the 1-0 lead. Boldy takes it around the right side. Eriksson Ek through the zone. Around the right side, sends it back then for Zuccarello. Over Kaprizov, a shot, he scores! Well, that lasted quick. Kirill Kaprizov, and we're tied. Oh, my Lord. You didn't even have to cut that out. What a game here already. Good Lord. Whew. I'm not even going to end my recording that I'm recording right now. Just like that, we're tied. Not even 10 seconds later. Oh, my goodness. Kaprizov 5-hole on Aiden Hill. And that was easy. Well, that lasted long. Power play goal for Kirill Kaprizov. His 5th of the postseason. Tying for most in the NHL through this point. Face-off coming here now again at center ice. It'll be Howden versus Rossi. Kirill Kaprizov. And we're tied at 1. Face-off won then by the Knights. Haig picks it up then for the Knights down low on the other side. Cleared into the Minnesota zone. I know, Swogo. Crazy stuff. Puck is tipped into the Vegas end. That'll be an icing against the Wild here early.
He slides down. He's up high originally, but he recognizes where that lane is. Superello does as well. As Vegas gets extended, they're too top forward, they're too high. That lane opens up.
At the point now, Vegas. Hannafin in front, and he misses the redirect into the net. Back down low behind that now is Hurdle. Hurdle circles it back around. We'll feed it up to the point. Hannafin a shot. What a block by Rossi. Puck will come out, and Vegas will regroup on the right side here now. Down low, Vegas. Sada shot. Saved by Gustafsson once again. Down low, Hurdle. On the right side. It still says Game 5. Oh, I did not change it. No, I didn't change that. I'll have to update that later. Theodore sends it around back down low. Hannafin with the puck. Threw it into the zone, and an icing here against the Golden Knights. Here, I'll start changing it right now. Thank you for acknowledging that. I did not realize. All right, good thing we're going to commercial break so I can update this. Shots are 8-7 in favor of the Golden Knights. But we're tied at 1. Oh, I guess never mind. We're not going to commercial break. Screw me, I guess. My apologies. I guess I was rushing to get this done and I didn't realize. So I'll fix that here real quick. Face-off coming here now. Won by the Wild. A shot in front directed. Rebound. And cleared out then by the Knights. Minnesota will regroup in their own end. No icing. About halfway through this first period. This series has been absolutely an insane thriller, with the first game being taken by Vegas, the second and third being taken by the Wild, and then Barbashev in overtime in Game 4 ties the series up at 2, and we have a very interesting finish here in possibly 6, maybe even 7 in this series. Dorofeev through the zone now, directed back down low. Carlson up to the point. Haig a shot directed just wide. Kaprizov on the right end, clears it up then through the zone then for Nyquist. And quickly intercepted, and Vegas moves it down the other way, and offsides. So never mind that. Might have been a hand pass. All right. Now we'll go to the commercial break, I'm pretty sure. It's 1-1 here halfway through the game. Some unreal chances so far in this one. Oh, why am I sneezing so much? All right, just bear with me here. I'm going to... Have I ever played hockey? If so, level of hockey. I played JV my entire career. I played 4 games on varsity. Could never really afford club, so I never did that. But I played junior varsity hockey for essentially my entire life. Played some varsity games my senior year. Played a couple my junior year too, but I wasn't like... I was not good. And I'm not going to act like I was good or anything. I wasn't. I'm definitely better at, like, deck, floor hockey, and roller hockey than I am at that. But, you know, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. End of regulation in Carolina versus New Jersey. So that game will go to overtime. We'll see if Carolina takes that win in 5, or the Devils will force a game 6 in New Jersey. We'll have to see. All right, just fix the score bug. Give me a second as we get back to the commentary. 9:26 left here in the first period. The score still stands at 1-1. We're tied. Face-off won then by the Wild. Bogosian sends a pass to the neutral zone. Intercepted quickly. Down low now it's Brodin who throws that pass through the zone. And regrouping now is Vegas. Yeah, they sold a 3-0 lead. Crazy. Nyquist into the zone to the right side. Shoots it. Blocked in front. Up to the point, then another shot. And that one's blocked as well. Barbashev through the zone, then Waugh to Smith. Smith on the right side now, down low in the corner. Throws it up to the point. Hannafin shoots it. And blocked in front. Of course, Andrew, no worries. Bogosian sends a pass on the right side now, down low. Barbashev battling for it. Puck slides out, then Waugh to the point. A shot from Hannafin, and it's blocked quickly. Down low, that's John Merrill with the puck as he slots into the lineup tonight for Zeev Boyum. And Vegas will regroup. Theodore through the neutral zone. And now Pearson. Tanner Pearson on the right side. That fourth line grit. A point shot denied. Here come the Wild. Gaudreau, who looks tired. Can't get much air on it. And Vegas just picks it up right away. Kolasar lobs it down low. Rossi battling for it. Slowed out in front and back down low. Johansson to Zuccarello. Through the zone. In front. Hartman can't tuck that one back down low as it's blocked in front and cleared down the other way. Just wide of Minnesota. And icing against the Knights. All right. Let's see if this updates it without me having to put it back in. Oh, no, it won't. Face off now here, won by the Wild at the point. Spurgeon a shot, and he doesn't score. No, I thought he almost scored for a second. They didn't know where the puck was. Puck back down low now in the corner. Kolasar sends it around to the right side. Picked up then by Spurgeon. Spurgeon will lob that one up then through the zone. Kaprizov moves in, shoots it. Saved by Hill. And rebound goes into the corner. On the right side, Eichel picks it up then for Vegas. Eichel down the right side. Back into the Minnesota zone and picked up then by the Wild. Regrouping now as it goes back all the way down low. Kaprizov banks it around. Dorofeev steals it back. Down low. Thrown back up to the point. Vegas will get it out then. Eichel. Send a neutral zone pass then for Dorofeev and picked him on the right side. Faber to Spurgeon to Eric's neck. Intercepted. And here comes Vegas. Eichel through the zone. He's got Carlson in front and he can't send that over as Vegas keeps playing it in front. Stone a shot. He scores! Mark Stone, a slap shot from the point, and Vegas takes a 2-1 lead. I wonder if they're going to try and call this one back on Minnesota's end, because it did. Eichel was right in there on Gustafsson, but we'll find out here, I guess. All right, let's see if that fixed it. It did! Let's go! All right, that's updated. I didn't have to manually do it. Nice. And Mark Stone off the one-timer makes it 2-1 Golden Knights. And it looks like that will stay. That's Stone's first of the series, his first. And they're going to look at this. I had a feeling they were going to look at it for goalie interference. Probably not. Don't challenge it. John Hines, don't do it. Hines, don't do it. He doesn't touch him at all. I swear to God, Hines, if you do it, don't be like Hiller and Cooper. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Why are you challenging that? Oh my God. These coaches are idiots, dude. Oh my God. Why, dude? Like, why? Oh my God, are you serious? Why are you challenging that? That is so stupid. Hello from Minnesota. What's up, Gopher Hockey? Comets beat Iowa. Nice. I saw the Solar Bears beat the Stingrays. And they were the first team in the league. The Stingrays. This should be easy. What is it with these stupid no-goal calls, dude? These coaches are just... These coaches are so stupid. Oh my God, they're literally challenging everything under the sun that looks slightly like goalie interference. That's the third time in these playoffs where they've called a goalie interference challenge for a call that is clearly not goalie interference. That one stands. That is very stupid there by Minnesota to do that, and now they're on the kill. And if Vegas scores on this kill, I won't be shocked. Because, you know, the last two times that it's happened, it's costed both of the teams the game. The Lightning, they were down 3-1. They tried to challenge it to call the goal back. It ended up standing, and then it ended up being 4-1. And then in the LA versus Edmonton game, it was the game-tying goal that was the decider from Kane, and they called a goalie interference, and it wasn't goalie interference, and then Bouchard scored the game-winning goal in Game 3 of LA Edmonton. Just so stupid what these teams are doing, trying to challenge this stuff. Anywho, Vegas power play now. Dorofeev throws that one around on the right side. Then it's picked up at the point, and Theodore can't keep that one in. Back now on the right side. Theodore with the puck will drop it back then for Eichel. Eichel in the zone. Back then for Dorofeev. To Theodore as Minnesota can't break it into the zone as Stone will regroup. Shots are 9-8 in favor of the Golden Knights. Into the zone up to the point. Theodore will shoot it. Save. Rebound in front. And they won't take the shot there just yet. Hurdle to the point to Theodore. To Dorofeev, a shot. And it goes wide. Eichel picks it back up. 50 seconds left on the power play. Theodore to Eichel. Eichel. Hurdle in front. Save there. I think it was blocked. Eichel. Down low now to Stone. Stone in front and deflects just wide. Back now on the right side down low. Dorofeev. Battling with the puck. Slides out in front. Hurdle to Eichel. He shoots it in a save by Gustafsson once again. It's cleared down the other way. Theodore now will hold the puck and wait. Sends a pass up then for Eichel, who deflects it down the other way. Down low, Barbashev battling here now on the right side. Puck in front and cleared immediately by Minnesota. Well, it looks like they'll survive this, but a very stupid challenge there by the Wild, in my opinion, to try and make it a no-goal call. I don't get why teams do it. And down the other way, Zuccarello into the zone. Zuccarello, he's in! And he can't tuck it in on Hill. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. He had him beat, but couldn't get the shot off. Into the zone now. Vegas has it. Smith Circles it around and tries throwing it up to the point. On the right side, slid back down low in front for Smith. Saved by Gustafson. With that rolling puck there. Shots are 11-8 in favor of the Golden Knights with 4:06 left in the first period. Well then. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you are new, please do consider subscribing. That will be greatly appreciated as we are trying to get to 3,400. It's been unreal. These last 2 weeks, we gained like over 200 subscribers, which is just unfathomable in my opinion. I've never had stats that good, honestly. Saturday was like my most viewed day in channel history last Saturday. That was unbelievable. You guys are insane. Will the Leafs flop? I don't know, man. It really looks like that might be the road we go down here. Seeing how they played in that game, oh man, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I am a little bit worried if I'm being honest. I'm ready to watch Steve Dangle's LFR. I'm like locked in on that. I'm so excited. Like I'm excited because I know I'm going to be up till late tonight watching Kings LA, I'm sure. And I'll be able to tune into it, but I'm so excited for it. All right, face-off coming here once again. Inside of the Minnesota end. Team is loaded too. Yeah, 100%. If they lose this, I don't know how you could justify bringing them back, but they will somehow, some way. Face off. One down low then by the Wild. Cleared into the neutral zone. Racing forward is Trennan. He gets back down low. Has room. Shoots it in front. Rossi, and puck is blocked in front by the Vegas D. Barbashev to Riley. Smith, and it's an offsides. What's my prediction? My brain thinks Vegas, my heart thinks Minnesota, but I think if we're being realistic, Vegas is going to take this one tonight. But I've been wrong before, so I'm not going to jump to conclusions just yet. I don't know. Watch With Nordic stream records when we stream these two teams. Vegas is at 6 games played. We are 4-2 when we live stream them. Minnesota is at 7 games played. They are 3-2-1 when we live stream them. So, yeah, cool stuff there, obviously, in terms of that. But overall, just the stats really don't matter, but it does kind of mean something in terms of some teams. So I guess we'll see. Puck now down low in the corner. Pearson battling for it on the right side. Faber fighting for it here as well. Hannafin banks it off the boards. Down low now, it's Faber up then through the zone. Backhanded down low for Rossi. Trennan battling forward with Pearson. Puck does break free. It's picked up then by Hannafin to Pietrangelo. Through the zone now, it's Theodore joining the rush. In the zone, Howden to Kolasar. Now behind the net, Bogosian steals it back. And they'll regroup here now on the left side. Bogosian to Merrill. Back to Bogosian as they drop past it. And dump it down low into the zone. 2:48 left here in this first period. It's 2-1 Golden Knights. Carlson down the other way. He's got some room with Dorofeev. He shoots it, and it goes wide of the net. I think Gustin had a piece of it, though. On the right side now, down low. Boldy back behind the net to Merrill. Back to Boldy in front, and they can't finish that one on the right side. Picking it up now is Eichel. Jack Eichel through the zone to Dorofeev. A slap shot and a save again by Gustafsson. For sure, James. Welcome back, by the way. I remember you from the last stream. Pull those to this podcast in game 1. Ooh. Right. I agree with that for sure. Is what it is. Let it rip. We'll see. I mean, there's still plenty of time left. I wouldn't be like too worried yet. I'm doing good, James. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hope things are all well there in... I forget where you live, but it's not in the U.S. I can't think. I've had so many streams since then, I just can't think. Thank you, Gopher. I appreciate that. Vegas with the puck now. Saad will take it back down low. They'll throw it up to the point. Hanifin a shot. And a save again by Gustafsson. Subscribed, I should. Yeah, I guess it is subscribed. It doesn't matter, though. I appreciate it. Malaysia. Yes, that's right. That's right. Forgot. Face-off. Won by Minnesota. Spurgeon. Sends it past the center ice. Zuccarello will clear it all the way in. Down low now on the right side. Vegas picks it up. Here they come through the zone. Hanifin down the right side will clear it in. Back now down low. Spurgeon up to the point. Hanifin deflected in front. Saad. And stolen back then by Stone. Mark Stone to Hanifin. To Pietrangelo, a shot. Saved by Gustafsson. Back down low. Hurdle, a shot. And it goes off of a skate and above the net. Shots are 15-7 here with 1:20 left. Hurdle feeds it in front. Stolen back then by the Wild. Here they rush the other way. Johansson through the zone. Zuccarello battling now with Pietrangelo down low. On the right side. Picked up then by Gaudreau. Gaudreau to the point. Faber shoots it. Saved by Hill. Four to 4 in overtime right now of Canes versus Devils. So that game is going on. Also, too, Edmonton versus LA is also underway as well. So face-off coming here now. Won by the Wild. At the point, Brodin shoots it just wide. Down low in front, and Hill makes the stop there as well. Down low now, Haig. Sends it over to Waugh on the right side. What's up, Johnny Stove? Welcome back. Back down low in the corner. Whitecloud to Howden. Through the zone. One-on-one, it's Pietrangelo. Or, sorry, Nick Waugh. Why did I say Pietrangelo? Intercepted there down low. Last minute of play here in this first period. Shots are 15-9. It's been Vegas here the majority of this game so far. A shot from Whitecloud. Denied in front. Back on the right side, then Haig will pick it up and clear it down the other way. Into the zone, Faber. Backhands it around now behind the net. Tip now through the zone, regrouping with it as the Golden Knights. McNabb sends it to center ice. Waugh tries sending Dorofeev. He's in! Saved by Gustafsson. 11.2 left here in this first period. Shots are 17-9 in favor of the Golden Knights. It's been all them so far here, mostly. We got 2 games tomorrow in the Watch With Nordic streaming special. We have Capitals and Canadiens, and St. Louis and Jets. So 2 tomorrow, and then an off day on Thursday, and then we'll be back on Friday for Game 6 of Jets versus Blues. So look forward to that. Face off. In the zone now, down low. Picked up then by the Wild. Banked off the boards on the right side. Regrouping now with Spurgeon, who drops it back. And that'll do it here for the first period. 20 minutes have gone. 2 goals from Vegas, 1 goal from Minnesota. It's a 2-1 Golden Knights lead heading into the second period. That being said, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. And we'll be back for the start of the second period momentarily. All right, let me pull up the YouTube stream here on my computer so I can make the clips. And we're still tied here in the overtime frame in Canes Devils. If I got time, I will commentate some of it. All right, I'm excited for need to tighten up Minnesota for sure. Vegas has been very aggressive. So I'm intrigued to see how the Knights will be able to handle that. Where's the Vegas goal, dude? Oh my God, what a save from Markstrom. Wild also not holding the zone. Yeah, like they're just like they seem a little bit too conservative for my liking. I got to see more from them. I guess I'm only making the one on the Kaprizov play. Wild also for somebody you need to play better late in the game. Yeah, that's the other problem with them. Like I see how they look, just What's up, Andrew? Welcome back. As I edit once again another clip. On average, the Knights players outweigh the Wild by 9 pounds. Their aggressive play wears down a Wild over time. Yeah, that does seem like what's happening here. Fucking Markstrom, dude. Unbelievable.
Maybe the most deceptive, fastest skater in the league, a little power. You can't reach on him, because when you reach, he teaches, exposes Matt Boldy, turnover. Matt Boldy now a defenseman, pucks in the back of the net. That made it 1-0. It's 1-1, and Jack Eichel still going to work. Gets down the wall, turns up.
Connects through the zone. Around the right side, sends it back then for Zuccarello.
Big body, and puts it right in his wheelhouse on a platter. Make your own Sunday. How do you want it? Want peanuts, chocolate?
Around the right side, sends it back then for Zuccarello. Over Kaprizov, a shot, he scores! Around the right side, sends it back then for Zuccarello. Over Kaprizov, a shot, he scores! Well, that lasted quick. Kirill Kaprizov, and we're tied. Oh, my Lord. You didn't even have to cut that out. What a game here already. Good Lord.
Obviously, it's tough to give that one up after we get one, but yeah, I mean, I think everything they're getting right now is winning.
All right. Any idea for more live streams? Yes, I will pull the schedule up right now. How can I do that? Good question. Let me pull up the.
Well, I mean, both of us obviously can play down low in the D zone and take face-offs. I think it takes some of that pressure to play offensively off of you, and knowing the burden's a bit shared. But Carl's a good smart player. He can play in his position and with anyone. It's been fun time.
All right, this is the stream schedule for. Hang on. This is the stream schedule for the rest of the first round. I would love to do more, but unfortunately, it's less likely than not with my work schedule and everything. So this is the schedule. I won't keep it up there the whole time, but I'm just going to put it up here since Andrew wants to see. We will be doing, obviously tonight we did these two. Tomorrow we'll have Washington-Montreal Game 5, Winnipeg versus St. Louis Game 5. We will be off on Thursday. We'll do Winnipeg and St. Louis Game 6. And then on Saturday, if it's necessary, Ottawa versus Toronto Game 7. And then Edmonton versus LA Game 7. Chances are those games might not happen. If so, I don't know. We'll do the other two, I guess. I don't know. And again, these two might change because of work. I worked till 6 that day. I need to get some hours in because I didn't work at all last weekend. I need to get some more hours in. And those two games might change. I think this one will probably stay the same, but this one might change considering what games are that day. That might be the early like matinee game, which is like really weird. But anyway, yeah, that's the schedule for this for the remainder of the first round.
Where a hat trick was scored. You could probably remember every detail from that game.
Yeah, Minnesota. I mean, again, like when Minnesota gets that cap space that is cleared out,
And of course, you probably know the name of the player
I think
who scored the hat.
things will get better. Around the right side, sends it back then for Zuccarello. Over Kaprizov, a shot, he scores! Well, that lasted quick. Kirill Kaprizov, and we're tied. Oh, my Lord. You didn't even have to cut that out. What a game here already. Sounds good plan, yes. You're not giving Ottawa a whole lot. But knowing my luck, they're probably going to score right here. Watch. Ottawa's scoring right here. Just because of my jinx. Face off. Won by the Senge. Shabbat at the point. Shoots it. They score! No freaking way! Thomas Shabbat from the point. Oh my my God! It's 1-0 Ottawa. Oh my Lord! Click that right effing now. Oh my God!
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no
That's the Nordic jinx. Oh my God! Holy.
Unlimited double miles means we earn more too. What's in your wallet?
All right. Carolina shooting Jersey 11-1. I believe it. Yeah, I believe that 100%. Markstrom's been unreal. Around the right side, sends it back then for if the Devils win it, it's because of him. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
That's the reason they don't call them clean bikes, am I right? Dirt bikes. Gas station.
I guess I can comment. Do you guys want to hear me commentate the overtime? Because I have it right next to me. Up to you guys, though, if you guys don't want to hear me commentate. I know there was some people who were like, bruh. Saw it already. Forgot to look at it again. No worries. Scoreless in the Kings game. Yes, I will be following that, too. I don't have 8 computers, though, like some people I know. So I can't put all of them on at the same time. Yeah, watch. They're going to lose now because they relied on him too much. All right. Got about 6 minutes till the start of the second period, so my timer's off a little bit. A little bit, like 40 seconds. Which, if you've been following these streams, you'll know that that's not an uncommon occurrence. Call whatever I want. Yeah, you got a good point. I don't know. I haven't streamed this series that much. I don't want to mess up players' numbers and stuff, so I'll just hold off this time around. I'm just going to have it over here on the side and... But yeah, Carolina looks like clearly the better team.
One of the heroes to get the Oilers back in the series. Kemper there. Watch Kemper throw the puck away.
14 saves for Kemper already. Oh my God.
Overtime in Raleigh. 8.5 left. Eric Robinson has the chance. Jacob Markstrom flashing the leather. Shot for 12-1 Carolina in the OT. Unbelievable. This is why they brought him in, Reed. Hopefully they can get this one done. Push this thing a little bit further. Up to 42 saves and counting for Markstrom. Meanwhile, Battle of Ontario. Game 5. They're scoreless. There's the redirect for Thomas Chabot. I don't know if it was redirected or just went off his shoulder, but it looked like it went straight into me, but it was a screen regardless. All right, here's shorthanded. Here come the Senators. Dylan Cousins. Backbreaker. Woo. Backbreaker. Got a shorthanded goal at that time of the game with a power play. That was really a killer for the lead. There's Austin Matthews on the power play in the corner. And he throws it away. It's Adam Gaudette leading the rush. Shorthanded. 2-2 for me for Toronto. Two important games. Just understand they were back in the game. If they want to take this series, they better get it and get it quickly. Real quickly.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate it. We still got some time here before the start of the second period. But I appreciate everybody who has tuned in here so far tonight in this fun-filled night of streams and our return for the first time in 48 hours. $8:38 left in the Canes Devils OT. Why everyone has a water on stream? They should be. What do you mean? What's wrong with water? What's wrong with water? That being said, I'm going to go to the bathroom before the second period starts. I'll be right back. All right, I have returned. Remember to wash my hands. I did, don't worry. I always do. Well, not every time. All right, it's going to be a little bit off. All right. All right. Second period of Devils versus Canes. Wild versus Knights. First period recap. Goals from William Karlsson, Kirill Kaprizov, and Mark Stone as the Golden Knights have a 2-1 lead through the first period. Let's see what the second period has to hold here now as both these teams continue to battle for that 3-2 series lead. It's a very pivotal one. You'll head back to Game 6 in Minnesota with a chance to close it out, whether it's the home team or the away team in that game. I guess we'll find out here in about 40 minutes. Face-off coming now at center ice, as it always does at the beginning of periods. Hopefully I'm not rustling any feathers there. Face-off. Coming here now inside center ice is Eichel versus Eriksson Ek. And we are underway. Face-off. Won by Vegas. Karlsson will regroup it in the zone. Now we get a whistle here immediately. And a penalty. Literally 7 seconds in, Vegas takes one, and Minnesota will head to the power play with a chance to make it a 2-2 game, dead even. Let's see how this segment goes. So Boldy gets tripped there by Brady McNabb. He's the one that's going to go to the box. And let's see what Minnesota can do on their power play. They're already 1 for 1 tonight with the first one already. Let's see how this one goes. Eriksson now versus Eichel. Face-off won by the Wild down low. Hartman sends it in front. Picked up then by the Knights down low. Eriksson down low to Hartman. He bangs it around the right side. Kept in by Minnesota. Intercepted by the Knights to center ice. Eichel through the zone. Around Boldy and can't get it through. Eriksson now battling in the corner. Boldy picks it up on the right side. Taken back then by Hartman. Zuccarello breaks it into the zone. To Kaprizov. To Boldy. Boldy waits. To Zuccarello at the point. Back to Boldy. Shoots it. Saved by Hill. Shots are actually 17-10. Minute 17 left here on the Vegas power play. Or the Minnesota power play. You can tell I'm tired. And I'll be even more tired after this game goes to double OT. Spurgeon a shot. That one deflects wide. Boldy now down low. Waits for options. Feeds it up to the point. Zuccarello shoots it. And it goes wide. Down low on the right side now. And it slides all the way out. And Vegas will regroup. Minnesota gets it right back in. Kaprizov circles around now. Tied up by White Cloud down low. Eriksson then tied up as well. Sent around then Kaprizov. Stolen back then by Wah, who banks it up and gets it out of the zone. Zuccarello gets it right back in. 3-on-2. Boldy moves in. Waits. Spurgeon! And it goes wide. Pass in front. Kaprizov! And the save there. And some more pushing and shoving there in the middle of the ice. What a block from Zach Whitecloud on that redirect. And Vegas not allowing a whole lot there to the net. And some chances for the Wild in this power play, but nothing terribly concrete. Eriksson now will get off the ice and look at that second unit out there for Minnesota. Let's see what that can get cooking here. Face-off now coming inside of the Vegas end. Eichel versus Rossi. Rossi scored in Game 4. Scored the game-tying goal of that game to tie it up at 1 in the first period. Down low now, Haig. Battling in the corner as Nyquist loses his stick. Down low now in the corner. Haig looking for options here now. Slid all the way around then. Comes out then for Eichel. Eichel sends a pass up. Intercepted by Minnesota. And they'll regroup. Faber through the zone as Minnesota will now regroup again with that puck. And that'll pretty much do it for the Wild power play. So back to 5v5. Good kill there by the Golden Knights to not give Minnesota a whole lot. Puck down the other way. Rossi will dump that one into the zone. Stolen back then by the Knights, and we got a whistle here right away for offsides or hand pass. I'm not sure. Whew. Thank you all for tuning in so far. I appreciate it. Face-off. Coming up here outside the Vegas end. And it's won by Minnesota. Down low now with the puck. McNabb tries sending it through. Kaprizov down low. Trying to feed it in front. It's stolen back then by Minnesota to the point. Middleton. A shot! And save in front there. Rebound is loose. And picked up again then by Stone. Stone gives it to Saad. Brandon Saad now into the zone. Back down low in Middleton's end and picked up on the right side. Thanks, Andrew. Here come the Wild. 3-on-3. Kaprizov to Foligno, a shot, and it goes wide. And here's Vegas the other way. Hurdle through the zone. Clicked away then by Minnesota and down the other way. Not good enough, though, for an icing. Hannafin through the neutral zone. Will direct it back down low. Picked up then by Brodin. Brodin tied up by Barbashev. Gives it over then for Faber. Faber backhands that puck up, and it goes all the way out. The Knights will regroup. Hannafin to center ice. Intercepted there by the Wild, and White Cloud gives it back over then to Hannafin and to Waugh, who breaks it into the zone. Nick Waugh, a pass over in front. Stolen back then by Minnesota. Down low. Kicked all the way through and into the neutral zone. Rossi will clear it down low then, and battling for it now is White Cloud and Brazeau. Down low, Brazeau on the right side. Taken back then by Vegas. Barbashev banks it off the boards, and it goes all the way out, and Minnesota will regroup. Merrill sends a pass all the way up into the zone. Trennan a shot, and blocked in front. Rebound, and that one does not go through. Seam pass then for Rossi is denied. Over down low, Bogosian throws it back then for Boldy as he can't reach that puck. Merrill battling for it down low as well. On the right side, back now behind the net. Bogosian to Boldy. Boldy still tied up then. Hannafin gets it back through the neutral zone. Back then for Kolasar, who feeds it over. Nick Waugh, a backhand, and a save by Gustafsson. Puck now in front, another shot, and another save again from Dorofeev. Minnesota now the other way. Boldy through the zone, gets knocked off then by Eichel, who backhands it through neutral zone. Stolen back then by Minnesota and cleared down the other way. Regrouping now is the Golden Knights on the right side. Minnesota keeps it in. Zuccarello waits. Can't get a shot off. Taken now back behind the net. Zuccarello throws it in front. And Johansson's shot is tipped in the air and back in front. Battling for it now. It's cleared out of the zone by Vegas, and Minnesota will pick it up right away and regroup. Zuccarello through the zone. Clears it in. Blocked off there by McNabb, and Theodore will dump that one to the neutral zone. Here's Eichel. Eichel through multiple players. Still has it. Pass in front. And no one's there. 3-on-2 now for Minnesota. Down the right side. Hartman spinorama play to Zuccarello. And he can't reach it in time. Vegas will rush it now the other way. Tip down low into the zone by Eichel, and they'll regroup. Shots are 18-12 here in favor of the Golden Knights. We knew they were going to kind of tighten up a little bit here and not allow anything through. Here's Faber down the right side. Tries throwing it in front. And stolen back then by Vegas. Hurdle to Pietrangelo on the right side. Through the zone. Saad tries tipping it through. And Foligno will pick it up then and clears it out. Pietrangelo battling now with Foligno. Tries sending it for Nyquist. And Vegas will pick that one back up and regroup now. Kept in then by the Wild, and never mind, it goes out of play. And the Canes defeat the Devils. I think 5-4 win in overtime for Carolina. Oh, never mind. What? I thought it was over. They showed a replay of another goal. Never mind. I guess it's not over. Never mind. Disregard. Final minute of play, though, in that overtime frame. So I guess we'll see. Markstrom comes out of his net and plays it around. Goes all the way out. Thank you all for tuning in so far. I appreciate it. If you are new, please do consider subscribing to join the great community that we have here on this channel. We got 2 more streams tomorrow. We got plenty of more remaining through the playoffs, but it's been a phenomenal run. I appreciate you guys a lot. We've gained a lot of new subscribers throughout this as well, so I appreciate it.
It's pronounced bitter.
Yep, Jersey, Carolina going to double overtime, so that will transpire the way it's going. Maybe, who knows? By the time we're done with this game, we'll have time to commentate that one. Who the hell knows? Kings and Oilers 0-0 after the first period. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, it was the highlights. I know. I wasn't paying attention. Jets and Blues are tomorrow. Game 6 on Thursday between the Stars and the Avs. Interesting how they take like a 3-day break between them now. But some fun stuff coming up on the docket now. Face-off coming here inside of the Vegas zone. The longest person in your life on YouTube? Sure. Looks like something's wrong with the ice. Guess they're just tapping in it to make it even? Or something? I'm not terribly sure what they're doing. Anywho. Face-off coming up now inside of the Vegas zone. It's Gaudreau versus Hurdle. Face-off won by Vegas. Hannafin will play it up through the neutral zone. Gaudreau picks it up. Down low now, kept at it by Spurgeon. On the right side, Middleton through the zone. Blocked off then and cleared the other way by Vegas. Here's Hurdle into the zone. Battling now with Middleton. Picked up then by Gaudreau for Minnesota. Sends a pass into the neutral zone. Spurgeon then backhands it into the zone, and Foligno will race for it. Battling here now in the corner. Nyquist fighting with Hannafin. And puck is just tied up in the corner. And it finally does come out. Foligno backhands it up to the point. Middleton to Spurgeon. To Middleton. Shoots it. Blocked. And here comes Vegas. And never mind. Gaudreau gets there in time. And Minnesota will clear it right back in. Almost halfway through the game. It's still 2-1 Vegas. Puck dumped into the Minnesota end. On the right side, Barbashev. Stolen back then by the Wild. 3-on-2. Kaprizov through the zone. Waits. And we'll just circle it back around and clear it back down low. Didn't like his options. And now here comes Vegas. Through the other way. Wah dumps it down low. Around behind the net now. Gustafsson plays it over for Brodin on the right side. Eriksson Ek picked up then by Barbashev. Barbashev sends a pass over. Wah, shot! And that one goes up in the air and out of play. Whew. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. This is probably our last stream of this series. Face-off, won by the Knights. Theodore at the point. Pass in front, intercepted. It goes up in the air and up and out of play. And we might have a delay of game penalty here. And will it be one? And yes, it will. Vegas will head to the power play. And Mark Stone got hurt. Took a puck off the knee and then a slash. That's not pretty.
He's okay, though. He's out for the power play. It's Hartman sits.
Players heal quickly before a power play.
They do. It's amazing, right?
Dorofiev off to Theodore.
Face off. Eichel. Down low. Stone. Back to Eichel. Eichel. Hurdle in front. Saved by Gustafsson. Played now on the right side. Theodore. Down low to Hurdle. Hurdle to Theodore. Theodore to Eichel. Eichel. Holds it. Stick handling. Stone in front. Hurdle a shot. And it goes wide. Eichel back with it now. On the right side. Theodore a shot. And that one also goes wide. Minnesota will get it out. Nice clear there by the Wild. What's up, Jack? Theodore moves it through the zone. As Vegas will try and regain the zone on the power play. Shots are 19-12 in favor of the Knights. Minnesota without a shot here for a good little bit. And a whistle here for offsides, I'm pretty sure, is interesting.
You see Boldy left your screen. He's going back there. That's the center of the ice wide open. Hurdle with a good one-time there. Good look from Michael. Minnesota's got to adjust to that. They cannot let that shot come right from the slot like that.
Face off now outside of the Minnesota end. It's Gaudreau versus Hurdle. We got 1 minute and 11 seconds.
Dorofiev slides it across the line, but plenty of room here for Bogosian to clear.
Puck is dumped into the Vegas end. Theodore behind the net. Puck is dropped back then for Eichel. Eichel through the zone. Takes it in then for Dorofiev. Battling now on the right side. Puck up to the point. Theodore to Stone. Stone waits. Throws it up to the point to Theodore. To Hurdle. To Dorofiev now, who waits. Throws it up to the point then to Theodore. Back to Eichel. Eichel to Stone in front. And up to the point. Theodore. To Eichel. Eichel to Hurdle. To Theodore. To Eichel. To Hurdle. Dorofiev! And they can't finish. Oh my lord. Just passing, passing, passing. Theodore. To Eichel. To Theodore. Moves in. Waits. Fires it. And off of Gustafsson. Dorofiev. To Theodore. In front then for Hurdle, who can't finish. And that'll do it for the power play. At the point, Theodore. To Eichel, who shoots it. Save in front. And puck slides wide down low. Hurdle in front. Intercepted then by Minnesota. Zuccarello will take that one and clear. And Vegas will regroup. Gaudreau clears that one in down low. Back now behind the net. And now it's center ice. And a whistle here for something. This ain't been a boring series. And another Minnesota penalty. Great. Vegas in the power play again. This hasn't been a boring series. I mean, I guess it's not as intriguing as the other ones have been, but it's actually been pretty entertaining when you watch the games. Plus, this is done analytically better than like the Oilers King streams. Plus, I just did like 3 straight games of them, so it's also not a series deciding game either. So it's not like that big of a deal that I'm missing it. But if that goes to overtime, I'll do overtime. With the way this Devils Canes is going, though, I'm gonna be doing that after this. Jesus Christ. Anywho. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Also, I think there's a lot of people who are doing that series. Okay, maybe not. Never mind. I stand corrected. At least not people I follow. But another Vegas power play coming up in a second.
So you arrived exactly where you belong.
All right, 9:27 left here in the second period. In Game 5, power play coming up once again for the Knights. They pressured Minnesota hard, but they couldn't get one through.
Theodore's got to shoot the puck in the middle. That's what they're giving us. So now we need a screen. So Hurdle has to make the read, work from the middle of the bumper down to the net front, right? Jack hit him a couple times, and it goes to Theo, screen the goalie. No, we just take what they give us and execute. Thank you.
All right, Vegas power play. Face-off. Won by the Wild. They blow it dead immediately for a face-off violation, so they will redo that. They'll do it again. Eriksson now versus Hurdle. It's won by the Knights. Theodore to Eichel. Down low. Stone in front. Dorofeev! And blocked and cleared down the other way. A nice opportunity there, but Vegas couldn't tuck it. Theodore drops it back for Eichel. Eichel through the neutral zone. Sends it back into the zone. Wade back as Vegas will skate it around. Eichel through the zone. Sends a pass over. Minnesota or Vegas will take it in. Stone on the right side. To Dorofeev. To Stone. Stone waits. Theodore Dorofeev a shot. And a save by Gustafsson once again. Shots are 21-12. Minnesota without a shot here for a good couple of minutes. Again, there are some power plays factored in there too, but I don't know. Face-off, won by the Knights. Dorofeev to Theodore. To Dorofeev. Down low to Hurdle. Back to Dorofeev. To Theodore. Dorofeev a shot. What a block by Spurgeon. And here come the Wild shorthanded. Gaudreau through the zone. Shoots it. Saved by Hill on the right side. Rebound. And that one was denied. Stone now picks it up. Back to Eichel on the right side. Eichel drops it back. And Minnesota steals it right away and clears it all the way down. 35 seconds left here on the man advantage for Vegas. 8 minutes left in the period. Here they come into the zone. Eichel to Wah. Down low now and cleared all the way back the other way once again by Minnesota. A much more sound PK here. Down low now. Carlson to the point, a shot! And Hannafin play deflected wide. That'll do it for the power play. It'll slide all the way out. Minnesota's right there. Foligno racing for that puck right away, and Hannafin controls it immediately. Vegas 0 for 3 here on the power play tonight. Just some not great plays from the Knights. They're getting chances, but they can't beat Philip Gustafsson. Shots are 22-12. Minnesota will regroup. Haig through the zone. Gives it up then for Carlson. Stolen back then by Minnesota. They'll regroup and clear it all the way down the other way. And an icing against Minnesota. 6:53 left here in this second period. The score stands as is. It's 2-1. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm surprised we're not going to commercial break. We'll go to commercial break after like 2 seconds. Face off. Coming up now inside of the Minnesota end. It's won by the Wild. Vegas steals it back at the point. Pietrangelo fires it just wide. Kolasar down low in the corner. Haig shoots it. And blocked in front. Kolasar now with it. We'll take it around behind the net then for Howden. Stolen back then by Minnesota. Through the zone, Merrill will bank it off the boards and back in. Around the right side, and Vegas takes it right back. Wash shot! And it goes wide. Colasar battling for it. Stolen back then by Minnesota. Hartman through the zone. Still has control. Shoots it. And that one goes way wide. On the right side, Kaprizov sends it to Middleton. Middleton, who moves in, shoots it. And a save by Aiden Hill. Whew! What a game. What a sequence so far. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. We still have a lot of time in this game and in the playoffs as well to get plenty more streams in here. But it's been an unreal month of April. .6:05 left here in the second period. It's Rossi versus Wah. And the faceoff is won by Vegas. White Cloud intercepted in front. Trying a shot. And it goes wide. Oh my goodness. Vegas picks it back up. Here comes Wah the other way. Wah through the defender and taken back then by Barbashev, a shot. And it goes wide. Barbashev gets it right back. Will look for options. Passes it up to the point. Hannafin a shot. Deflected in front for Gustafson. And he makes the save. Once again. At that. Unreal. 2-1 in favor of Vegas here in Game 5. Let's see how Game 6 turns out when we get to that point. And Devils Canes just started in double overtime. Let's see how that goes now as Canes are looking to close out the series. I guess we'll see.
But 3 out of 4 people reached an A1C of less than 7%. And people lost up to 25 pounds. Don't take Mounjaro if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or vision changes. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Taking Mounjaro with sulfonylurea or insulin may cause...
Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let's go Wild 2-2. Let's hope so. Let's hope they can pick it up. It's been a good one so far. I've enjoyed this. All right. Let's get it. 2-1 here with 5:38 left in the second period. All right, it'll be Eichel versus Eriksson Ek. Wild should tie this up. Let's hope so. Let's hope they can get one here and force a tie heading into the third period. Theodore at the point then. McNabb shoots it around. Back down low now, Eriksson Ek. Boldy will backhand it out. Kaprizov to Eriksson Ek through his feet. And into the zone now. Down low, Hill will play it back behind the net to Eichel. On the right side, McNabb. Intercepted, Kaprizov moves in. Looks for options. Will skate it up to the point. Faber shoots it and blocked in front. And McNabb is hurt there on the ice. That does not look great. That's the second shot he's blocked tonight. Puck is cleared all the way back down into the Minnesota end. It'll be an icing against Vegas. Ooh. So it looks like the Canes are going to get a power play and double overtime in that game. Oh, a double minor, too. That's terrible. In double OT, a double minor. Oh, my God, this series is over. Well, that series is done. That's terrible. Oh, man, that's horrible. The Devils are 0 for 15 on the kill. Face-off. Won by Vegas. Now down low in the zone. Saad battling for it. Bogosian to Merrill behind the net. Down low now. Hartman sends it back to Johansson, who will bank it up out of the zone. Then for Minnesota, racing the other way is Zuccarello, but he doesn't get there in time. It's an icing. Against the Wild, by the way. Canes almost have 49 shots. Oh, my God. It's always Carolina. That's the craziest part. Face-off coming here now inside of the Minnesota end. It'll be Hartman versus Hurdle. Face-off won by Minnesota. Bogosian. Pass over then for Merrill. Merrill through the zone down the right side. Will clear it in down low. Haig. Battling forward here now. It's Johansson who sends it in front. Picked up then again by Vegas. Saad waits around. Feeds a pass up. Hurdle into the zone. Shoots it. Blocked by Merrill. He doesn't know where it is. Johansson gives it up then for Gaudreau. Gaudreau will break it down into the zone. Pass in front. And intercepted there. Wild pick it up again at the line. Middleton holds it, shoots it, and puck goes up in the air and down to the right side. Still at the point. Middleton, a slap shot. Saved by Hill. Rebound. And Hill makes the save again. Aiden Hill making some huge saves there in the midway mark of this period as time continues to wind down. Some phenomenal stuff from the Vegas goaltender. And yes, thank you very much, Andrew. It is indeed 1-0 LA. Off of an Adrian Kempe goal, so that stands as it is. And the Devils are killing off the double minor in double overtime right now. It's 2:20 left in the double minor, 17-14 left in the overtime frame. Now, my luck, they're going to score. Carolina, that is. Down low, Wah tries clearing it out of the zone. Kept in by the Minnesota. Middleton up to the point. Spurgeon to Middleton. A shot deflected. Foligno another drive, and that one is denied there as well. Up at the point, Middleton. Through the zone, Rossi to Foligno. Middleton banks off the boards, and Minnesota will take it back and regroup. And a whistle here for offsides, I think. We'll go to commercial break. 3:20 left in the second period. Some of the players on these teams are battered and bruised, blocking shots, taking sticks to the face. It's been a physical one and a hard-fought one here, but that's the love of the playoffs. Mark Stone still with that wound he had. Face-off coming here now inside of the Minnesota end. Face-off won by Minnesota. Played into the defensive zone now, and Carolina just won. Sebastian Aho in double overtime. They advance to the second round. And an icing there against Minnesota.
Thank you very much. What a game. It was 3-0 Devils. Carolina scored 3 goals in 4 minutes. It goes to double overtime.
And there you go. That's the update there. Canes win 5-4 in double overtime. They defeat the New Jersey Devils, and they will advance to the second round. So in the second intermission, we're going to have something to do. All right. Face off now, Rossi versus Hannafin. Eichel on the right side now, thrown in front. Puck goes up in the air. And trying to play it down the other way is Trennan. And the Wild will attempt to get it out. Kept in, though, by the Knights. Eichel down in the corner. Eichel waits for his teammates to get back in. Will feed it up to the point then to Theodore. Theodore on the right side will send it down low then for Carlson behind the net. Eichel picks it right back up now down low. They'll battle for it here now and picked up then again by McNabb. McNabb up to the point. Kept in by Vegas. Dorofeev down low. Carlson gets it now behind the net. Intercepted there, and Trennan will pick it up now on the right side. As Saad just falls down. Battling in the corner. 2 minutes left here in the second period. Puck slides out to center ice, and Vegas will regroup. Dorofeev takes it back into the zone. Moves it to the front. A backhand, and that one goes wide. Trennan takes that puck and backhands it out. Puck is cleared right back in, and both teams will regroup. On the right side now, down low. Saad feeds it up to the point. Haig a shot blocked in front as Minnesota attempts to clear. They'll do so successfully. And puck comes out. Stone on the right side. Back for Haig. As Saad battle for it here now down low. Now in the corner. And a high stick penalty here coming against somebody. And it will be against Vegas. Wild power play coming up as Brandon Saad gets a penalty there for high sticking. And Minnesota will head to the power play. Okay. So Carolina defeats the Devils in double overtime. They will move on to the second round for the however many year in a row. And Kings and Oilers is currently 1-0 LA with 13:47 left here in the second period. Oh, never mind, it's tied. Okay, there's the jinx again. Shots were 22-7. Good Lord. Could it be any more lopsided in favor of the Oilers? Oh my God. Anyways, Minnesota power play coming up for the, I think, third straight time. There's been plenty of penalties here tonight. That's a certain. Face off now, coming inside of the Vegas end. It's won by the Wild. Spurgeon at the point. Kaprizov holds it. Over in front, and that one goes wide. Oh, big chance there for Minnesota, but it's cleared by the Knights. All the way down the other way. Gustafson picks it up now down low. Spurgeon gives it back then for Kaprizov. Kaprizov to Zuccarello. Through the zone to Boldy. Boldy throws it in front, stolen back then by the Knights. And cleared. Wild regroup. Zuccarello with the puck. Now down low, he banks it off the boards. Spurgeon picks it up. Sends a pass then to Kaprizov. Into the zone, Boldy. Boldy being tied up by multiple Knights. He'll send it back down low behind the net. Then Kaprizov in front. And Hartman can't finish. And Vegas will clear. Last minute of play now in the second period. Shots are 25-16. Kaprizov. Through the zone. Takes it around down low. It's thrown up to the point. Zuccarello to Faber. Back to Zuccarello. Down low, Kaprizov. Intercepted in front, and Stone will clear the other way. And 5 seconds to go on the clock. Time continues to wind down. And that will pretty much do it for the middle frame. No goals in that frame, But there will be a power play that carries over for the Minnesota Wild in that one. The third period will come up soon, but that'll be a very, very pivotal period when we do get there. That being said, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We got something special here to do in the second intermission. All right, let me get it all set up. This is our first time doing it this year as Carolina defeats the New Jersey Devils, and they will move on in the playoffs. So let me set this up here real quick. Let me move my chair out of the way. Because it's got to be a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Got to move the whiteboard over onto the stand. Over here. Boom, boom, and boom. Lift it up right here. As you can tell, Devils Canes right here. So obviously, I predicted Canes in 5, and I was correct. So I'm 1-0 in my bracket predictions, which is good. Thank God. As a result, the Canes will take that series and win it 4-1. So therefore, that does mean that we have to take the Devils pennant off of there. So Carolina will play one of Montreal or Washington, but the New Jersey Devils are the first team to be bounced from the Stanley Cup playoffs. Should not be a surprise to anybody there whatsoever. I think we all pretty much had them getting knocked out, but, you know, obviously if you didn't, I'm not going to throw flack at you for it because who cares? Who cares? But, yeah, the Devils are now officially eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs. Some rough stuff there for sure, but it's going to happen to every team, and we're going to have to be keeping track of that here as the series do move along. But, yeah. All right, so they'll play one of either Washington or Montreal. Very intriguing. We'll see how that rolls on, but as a result, the Devils are eliminated. So let me move everything back to how it was. Kind of wish I didn't do that. All right, get the chair back into position. Perfect. Get this set up right. I'm going to go to the bathroom, guys. I will be right back. All right. So that's wraps with that for that series. Definitely the expected outcome, to be honest with you. The Canes, yes, correct. They will get a break in between series, so they will have some time. But, yeah, that's the series clinching goal right there. I am 1-0 in my bracket challenge prediction, so I got to say my bracket's looking pretty decent. I think I had Canes going to the Cup final. Pretty sure, right? I didn't have them conference finalists. 95% sure that I had to sign in, of course. Yes, so the Canes do get a break between series. we'll see what they can do in the second round. Again, they will play either one of Montreal or Washington. So not only did I get the bracket right, but I also got the amount of games correct. So that's an extra couple points there in the bracket challenge. So that's pretty nice, I guess. Cool. I don't know.
That's what greatness is. That's what excellence is. That's what you expect out of your best player at this time of the season. Yeah, one of the things you look for in a franchise type player like Eichel in the center ice position is that he can cover that much ground. He can get and he can lean on people in his defensive zone. He's got the power to help his defense. He's got the stamina to carry the puck through the neutral zone into the other, and then have the stamina to play offensively. So normally, when you're working,
Thank you all for tuning in so far. I appreciate it.
to go down on the offense, he can cover the ice on both ends. He's an amazing hockey player. He's got all the size, strength, and skill. He's a Stanley Cup winner.
We got one more period or more of this game. I'm thinking if we get to the point, I might do Oilers Kings bonus coverage. I'm thinking about it tonight. We'll see how the rest of this stream goes, and obviously if it goes to overtime, you can forget it. But I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to do. I mean, we've only been to overtime twice in the Watch With Nordic playoffs streams, so I don't know. I wouldn't be too shocked, to be honest. I gotta update this. I meant to do it earlier, but I did not.
Everybody's got to play defense if you want to win. All right, when we come back, another wild ride throughout the Stanley Cup playoffs. We'll face some double overtime and well for the struggle. Second intermission. This second intermission report is presented by Discover, the official credit card of the NHL.
Gretzky. Where's Wayne Gretzky? He was accepted into the Hall of Fame last night. What would you say?
Thank you, Will. I appreciate it.
Anywhere. I got a swing get to. I heard you found someone special. Yeah. Who's beautiful? It's not Darcy. It's fresh cut. It's real meat, real veggies for Peter. That Peter should have known. You make a pretty cute couple.
We're here at Blackberry Friday, where everyone wants the unique taste of the Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Oh, Dr. Pepper! The sweet blackberry flavor. It's the most Blackberry thing I've ever seen. Attention, shoppers. Hurry up. It's delicious.
My mom said not to get her anything for Mother's Day. Didn't get her just anything. You said not to get her anything. Not what she did. We are always in motion. Getting in. Fixing up. Arriving. To destination.
Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. We're getting ready for the third period here in about 8 minutes or so. It's been a fun couple weeks of streaming. 2 weeks. I'm locked in and ready for the second round. Carolina. You can bet your butt we're going to be doing plenty of Carolina streams. That's for sure. with them advancing. They'll play either one of Montreal or Washington. So obviously that'll be fun and entertaining when we get to that point. But as of right now, they await their first round opponent, and it looks like it might be the Caps. So we'll see. But don't hold your breath just yet. Anything is possible. Montreal can still come back. I'm not going to count them out just yet. But thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Here on this fine Tuesday night. Still 1-1, tied in the LA Edmonton game. 8:15 left in the second period of that one. So be sure to stay tuned for the end of that. But yeah, overall, they almost killed that off, too. That sucks, man. That really sucks. My skin is like coming off my hand. All right, third period coming up right after this last bit of the commercial break. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. We got about 3:30 left to go until the start of the third. Minnesota will carry over a little bit of a power play let's see how the rest of this game does transpire. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. Oilers Kings still in oh, do I have any more hats? Boy, do I. Look at that's an entire rack of hats back there. I got like over like 50 hats. It's an insane amount. But yeah, I do have plenty of hats. That's a certain.
A major motion picture, an evolution in customer experience, a game-changing approach to golf. Behind them all, advanced 5G.
I do. I have a hat for all 32 teams, but I don't like to wear like a certain team's hat in a game just because it makes me look like I'm a fan of that team. The only team that I will do that for is the Flyers because that is actually my team that I'm a fan of. And I'll do it. I did it for Penn State when they lost their series or when they played Boston University, and I did a stream of that, so you know, I tend to do it, but I only do it for my favorite teams, which I think is fair. I think people will understand that. All right, about a minute 30 till the start of the third period. Cool. Glad you understand. I do. I have all 32 jerseys as well. I'm like a hockey collector nerd. All right, here we go. Start of the third period. Second period recap. Goals from nobody. And let's see what this third period has to bring in terms of goals here. All right. Get ready for the start here in a second. Thank you all so much for tuning in for this final frame. I really do appreciate it. If you are new here, please do consider subscribing to join the great community that we have here on this channel. I would appreciate it. As we keep on moving forward in these streams. All right, here we go. Start of the third period here live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Vegas is looking to close this one out and take a 3-2 series lead to Minnesota, while the Wild are looking to tie it up and take a 3-2 series lead for themselves on to Minnesota. It should be a fun matchup here tonight between the Devils, or between the Knights and the Wild. You can tell I'm tired. Face-off is underway. Won by the Golden Knights. Played back Pietrangelo now with the puck. Regrouping around the right side and cleared down low into the Minnesota end. Spurgeon now with the puck. Drops it back then for Kaprizov. Kaprizov now through center ice. To Boldy on the right side. Matt Boldy now down low. With the puck, it's thrown up to the point. Spurgeon. Spurgeon holds it then. Boldy a shot! And it goes wide. Minnesota still in the power play, by the way. Now down low. Kaprizov with it. To the point, Boldy. Kaprizov off the pipe! Oh, brutal. Another shot saved by Gustafsson again. And that'll do it for the Vegas power play. Puck down the other way then for Sadu. Nearly had a 1-on-0. But couldn't capitalize. Puck is backhanded now to center ice. They'll battle for it here on the right side. Zuccarello will give it back then as Minnesota regroups. Brodeen. Regrouping now for Minnesota. Back to Faber. Faber sends it up through center ice. Stolen back then by the Knights. Barbashev feeds the puck over then. Waugh. Pass over then to Smith, who deflects it back down low. Hartman through the zone to the right side. Kept in there. Waugh will throw it back now behind the net. And picked up then by Hartman, who banks it off the boards. Waugh battling on the right side. Puck slides out, and Johansson will clear it through center ice and down the other way. Vegas will regroup now. It's Theodore. Back to Waugh. Through the zone now. It's Hannafin. To Waugh. 3-on-3. Barbashev. Over in front and intercepted quickly by the Wild. Puck is dumped down low. Theodore will take it back behind the net to regroup here now with about 18 minutes left in this third period. Shots are 25-17. Hurdle will bank it in down low on the right side. Saad battling now with Spurgeon. Hurdle on the left side. Banks it around down low. Kaprizov with it. Intercepted. Hurdle a shot. And blocked in front swiftly. Foligno sends a pass up. Here's Rossi. Over. Kaprizov waits. Pass over in front. Foligno just wide. Back in front again. Rossi to Kaprizov. Can't finish the pass. Oh, man. He kicks it back over. Faber at the point. Back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov waits. Fires it. Blocked in front. And Vegas will dump it out. Minnesota will now regroup. Some chances there for the Wild, but none can connect. Here's Kaprizov back in. Throws it in front, and Foligno doesn't have a clear lane to that. Here's Eichel now down the right side. Jack Eichel through the zone. A pass is dropped back. It's stolen back out of the zone. They'll have to dump it back in and get back out. Marc-Andre Fleury is in net for Minnesota. Boldy throws it in front. Save. Rebound! How does that not go in? Oh, my God. I didn't realize Marc-Andre Fleury was in net for Minnesota, so I do want to say that. Banked off the boards now on the right side. Picked up by Boldy. Matt Boldy into the zone. Shoots and scores! Matt Boldy! We're tied! Matt Boldy off the rebound there from Eriksson Ek. And we are tied at 2. And suddenly, folks, this game just got interesting. Okay. All right. Well then. And Minnesota now with about 16:29 left in this game has tied the series, or tied the game up at 2. They'll give Adin Hill a little bit of a break here. That was brutal. And Marc-Andre Fleury is in net for Minnesota. Gustafsson is apparently sick. So that is not great news there for the Vegas Golden Knights. Face off here now at center ice. Let's see what this final frame here has to hold. Maybe we'll need some more than that. Let's see. Face off, Gaudreau versus Howden. It's won by the Wild. Bogosian will take it and dump it into the zone. Down now on the right side. It's kept in by Vegas, and a whistle here as the puck went through the safety netting, I believe. And what a pass from Eriksson Ek there over to Boldy, who breaks it in and gets the game-tying goal there, as Minnesota with a 2-2 tie now through these last few minutes. Face off at center ice, won by Hannafin. Played back through the neutral zone. Down now on the right side. Brazeau will dump it back down low. Whitecloud behind the net. Zach Whitecloud moves it through defensive zone. Hannafin clears it in. Kolasar racing for it now. Fleury around the right side. Gaudreau banks it off the boards. Intercepted there quickly by Vegas. and cleared down the other way. Brazeau through the zone, dumps it in down low. Behind the net now, it's picked up by Gaudreau. Gaudreau behind the net, looking for options, feeds it in front. Trenton a shot, and he fans on it. Oh, my Lord. Puck is cleared all the way down the other way, and Minnesota will have to regroup. Faber now in the zone. Back up then, it's dumped in by Brazeau and intercepted. Boldy's got some room, shoots it, and blocked in front there, I believe, by Vegas. Pass up then to Riley Smith is blocked, and that will be an icing there against Vegas. Still got a lot of time here left in this third period. We're still tied at 2. I really wonder if we are going to see extra time here. Face off here now, won by the Wild. Faber skates it around now. Down low behind the net, throws it in front. It's blocked off by Haig. Now down low in the corner. Waugh battling forward with Boldy along the right side. Clear down low. Boldy will take it now behind that. It slides it in front. Saved by Hill. Down low now, Barbashev. Over then for Nick Haig. Through the zone. It's cleared all the way down the other way, and Faber will pick it up and regroup off of a no icing call. Down low. Battling with Riley Smith on the right side. Puck finally comes free. It's Kaprizov. Loses control of the puck and ends up being an offside play, and Minnesota will have to take it back in. Spurgeon regrouping in the Minnesota end. Fleury's still out there, by the way. I'm not sure how long he will be out there for. Puck is dumped down low into the Vegas end. Down low now in the corner. Shot around and cleared out by Minnesota. Spurgeon gets it back in his own end. Down low, Middleton. Plays a pass all the way back and into the Vegas end. Battling for it now down low is McNabb and Gaudreau. Thrown in front and kept up by Spurgeon. And end up being taken in the zone. Zuccarello now thrown around behind the net. And a whistle here for ice for a offsides. Shots are 25-20. Minnesota has fought their way back into this one. We're tied at 2 with little time to go. Let's see how these last couple of minutes play out. I'm intrigued. I am very intrigued. Thank you all for tuning in so far. I appreciate it. We got maybe some extra time here, but I guess we'll have to see. But I appreciate everybody who has tuned in here through this late part. I appreciate it. In commercial break, folks.
This was the story to open the game. One power play produced 2 goals. That was a good start for Vegas with a short-handed goal there from Carlson. And Minnesota responded to Zuccarello right on the Kaprizov. A beautiful pass and finish. And it was likely to Stone to make it a 2-1 game as we headed into the third period. And
All right, Minnesota picks it up now on their own end. Kaprizov looks for options. 13:40 left here in this third period. Puck is cleared all the way down low and into the Vegas end. Whitecloud sends it up then through the zone then for Stone. Stone up then for Saad. Saad along the right side. A shot and it goes wide. Gustafsson actually is sick, apparently, is what we're hearing. So that's interesting. Johansson through the zone now. Boldy skates it back. We'll throw it back down low. Johansson battling forward here now. So it looks like Fleury will get his first game here in the final season of his career. So I must say he hasn't been that great this year, but you know, he's still a very good goaltender. But I don't blame Minnesota fans for being scared. It'd be kind of cool, like, if they were up in the series like 3-1, and then in the third period, if they were winning, they put Fleury in there to get the win. That'd be kind of sick. But obviously, you know, they can't do that. Face off here now, won by the Knights. Eichel sends it down the other way, picked up then by Brodin. Brodin around the right side, and taken back by Boldy, who clears it all the way down. Hill, back behind the net then for McNabb. McNabb banks it off the boards. Carlson sends it up, and taken back at the red line then by the Golden Knights. Eichel picks it up now around the left side. It pugs all the way down the other way for Dorofeev. Dorofeev into the zone, and he loses the puck. And now the Wild are breaking it out now the other way. Zuccarello with Middleton. Middleton in front, deflects it just wide. In the zone now on the right side. Carlson intercepted. Hartman loses control, and Vegas will bank that one all the way out. Brodin battling now along the left side. Backhanded down low into the zone by Spurgeon. Haig. Down low. Spurgeon tries throwing it up to the point. Intercepted. It'll slide all the way down the other way. And into the Minnesota end. No icing, though. Fleury fires that one around. Kept in by Vegas. At the point. Pietrangelo to Haig, a shot. Deflected behind the net. Down low, Kolasar. Battling now down low with Foligno. Still has control of the puck. It's thrown up to the point. Intercepted there quickly. And Pietrangelo will take it back and just dump it right back in. Down low now, it's Brock Faber. Faber sends a pass all the way up and into the Vegas end, and an icing against, or a save against Vegas. Sorry, not an icing. My bad. 11:20 left here in the third. We're still tied at 2. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. As I make some more of the stream cards. Face off now, won by the Wild, cleared all the way into the Las Vegas zone. Down low, Barbashev battling for it on the right side. Wah looks for options. Sends it up and out of the zone as Vegas is forced to regroup. Cleared along the left side. Down low now, it's Kirill Kaprizov. Through the zone now, dumped up and picked up by Trennan on the right side. Battling now in the corner. Taken back then by Barbashev. As Wah will pick it up and Vegas will get it out of the zone. Cross ice pass then to Wah. Will have to be taken back in as he's held up at the red line, and we'll get a line change halfway through this third period. Through the zone, Stone. Pass up to the point. It's tipped away by a Minnesota stick and out of the zone. Regrouping now, it's Middleton who will throw it back in the zone. Racing forward is Johansson. On the right side now, battling down low. Up to the point. Spurgeon shoots it, tipped in front, save. And it's cleared out the other way. Kept in by the Wild. Johansson. Down low now, Foligno. Stolen back then by Vegas and cleared into their own zone. And Minnesota will regroup. Shots are 25-20 here still. Puck is cleared back into the Vegas end now. Down low, it's McNabb. McNabb clearing it around then. Boldy battling for it too. It's picked up then by Dorofeev. Dorofeev dumped into the zone. Yeah, Vegas with no shots so far this third period. Kaprizov now behind that to Eric's neck. Eric's neck then to Faber. Back to Eric's neck, who clears it all the way into the zone now, battling down low. Hill picks it up and gives it up then for Theodore. Through the zone, it's Dorofeev. Over Theodore in front. What a block by Faber. What a play, and cleared down the other way then by Minnesota. And no icing. Hannafin regroups. 3-on-3 the other way. Hannafin into the zone. Drops it in. Barbashev. Waits for options. Throws it in front, and nobody's there. And puck is cleared all the way down the other way. And a whistle as it went into the bench. 8:52 left in the third. We'll go to commercial break. It's 2-2. And I have a very distinct feeling we might be going to overtime in this game. I don't know about you guys. I don't mean to jinx it, but I have a weird feeling about it. So I guess we'll see. I don't want to, prove myself wrong there, but... Kings by 3. It's 1-1 right now. We'll see how that series transpires, though. I'm interested in that. I think the Wild will win 4-2. I have a feeling this is going to overtime. Because I don't want it to go to overtime. And the one time that I don't want it to go to overtime, it's going to go to overtime. I just know it. I just know how this league works. I know how everything works. Oilers still need goaltending. I 100% agree. Yes, they need to figure that out during the off season, because if they get bowed out here in the first round to LA, I don't know. Face off in the Minnesota end, won by Vegas in front. Barbashev tries shooting it. It's blocked in front. And Wild pick it up, and they'll bank it off the boards now down the other way. Regrouping with the puck. White Cloud sends a pass to the neutral zone. Wah banks it off the boards now. Vegas picks it up and dumped into the zone by Hannafin. Brodin down low now for Faber. Tied up here in the corner. Brodin battling for it. Wah tries throwing it up to the point. Stolen back then by the Wild in front. Rebound, Wah! What a stop by the Wild! Oh my God, what a defensive play. I don't even think Fleury got that save, but oh my goodness. My brain has the Wild, but my heart wants the, or my brain has the Knights, but my heart wants the Wild now. Battling on the right side, puck is cleared into the Vegas zone. Shots are 26-20 now as Vegas finally got their first shot of the period. On the right side, cleared back into the zone now down low. Hurdle throws it in front, and that one's denied there. Hartman banks it around. Kept in the zone. Hurdle at the point. Dorofeev to hang a shot, and what a save by Fleury. Pass through the zone now. Nyquist gets it out on the left side. Got about 7 minutes left here in regulation. Faber now regroups. Over then for Brodeen. Brodeen sends the pass through and into the Vegas end. McNabb will regroup as Minnesota strides up defensively here. Here's Eichel. Skates past Kaprizov into the zone. Pass Faber as well. Now down low. Throws it in front. And nobody's there. At the point, McNabb. Down low. Stone. Stone holds it and waits. Down low then is Eichel on the right side. Eichel looking for options. Will circle it back around. Moves it into the zone. Eichel in front. And that one is broken up. And is in the crease and on top of a player. It comes free and comes all the way out and into the Vegas end. Hill comes down and plays that puck to Stone. Stone with Eichel. Eichel shoots it. Saved by Fleury. And that's the first save that Fleury's made in this game. And some pushing and shoving here between these two teams as tensions have clearly begun to boil over if they haven't already. 6:15 left in the third. Vegas getting old and key positions, play well in spurts. Kind of seems like it in this game so far. I agree with that. I can get behind that for sure. All right, 26-19 are the shots on goal. Face-off coming now outside of the Minnesota end. Howden versus Rossi. Face-off then is won by Minnesota. Down low, Bogosian with it. Bogosian sends a pass up and all the way in. Hill plays it around. Hannafin will bank it out of the zone. It slides all the way down the other way. And Minnesota will regroup. Now it's Merrill. Merrill being tied up on the right side. My heart wants the Knights, or my heart wants the Wild, but my brain thinks the Knights, Nate. Trennan takes it around now and regroups. Trennan banks it through and into the zone now. It's cleared in by Brazeau, and regrouping now is Smith. Down low now is Whitecloud. Drops it back then for Hannafin. Hannafin now behind the net. 5:20 here left in this third period. Time is winding down. Middleton on the right side, battling here in the corner. Puck comes free. Wah looks for options. Barbashev will move the puck. Feeds it back down low, and Minnesota steals it right back, and they'll just dump it in as they're tired. Leafs lost. They give a hungry, fairly young team hope dangerous. Yes, it is very dangerous. I'm a little scared for the Leafs now. I wasn't really scared after Game 4 because I thought the Sens were going to take at least one, but I don't like it now. Spurgeon to Hartman. Sends a pass back over, back into the zone now. In is Zuccarello, who gets tied up by Haig, and puck banks off the boards. A shot there, and that one deflects up and into the corner. At the point now, Faber on the right side. Faber will shoot it around then. And taken back then by Nick Haig. Haig on the right side. Cleared out then to center ice. Faber for Brodeen. Back to Faber. 4:20 now left here in regulation. Puck is cleared back into the zone. And a whistle here for icing against Minnesota. Thank you all for tuning in for this late night stretch in this game. I really do appreciate it. Let's see what happens here in these last couple of minutes. Which Wild player scores next? I'm going with, and I went with him last time and he didn't score, but I'm going with him again. Jakob Trennan gets a goal. Telling you right now, it's happening. Put a bet on it. Faber Moves the puck the other way then for Minnesota. On the right side, it drops back then. Faber to Brodin. Brodin backhands it now down low into the zone. McNabb will pick it up and try and send it around. Hurdle now. Up for Saad. Saad with Stone. Saad down the right side will take it in and shoot it back then behind the net. Saad with control. Feeds it up to the point. Theodore moves in. Dekes around. And broken up then by the Wild defense. I thought he was going to get through all of them for a second. Up to the point then, Mark Stone. Sends it back down low. Theodore moves in. Shoots it. Saved by Fleury. And banked out of the zone. About 3:20 now left here to go in this third period. Shots were 26-20 in favor of Vegas. Eichel to Hannafin. Hannafin banks it into the zone to Eichel again. Eichel to Hannafin, a shot, and a glove save by Fleury. Oh, my Lord. Marc-Andre Fleury facing some shots, and he's making the saves when he has to. Huge for the Flower. And we'll go to commercial here. 2-2 with little time to go. Thank you all for tuning in for this late night stretch. If you are new here, please do consider subscribing. Watch the rest of the broadcast first, and then consider subscribing. But if you like what you're seeing, I won't stop you, obviously. Vegas is stupid? How so? Still go Vegas. Let's go Vegas. Oh boy, the Vegas fans are coming in here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Minnesota fans, better be careful. I'm obviously trolling. In commercial break still. Probably going to be back here in a second. Because I am a Wild fan. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Big drama in the NBA. Pacers eliminate the Bucks remarkably, and drama in the Garden as well. Pistons and Knicks. Drama everywhere. All the highlights of a busy night on the ice. Basketball as well. Bob, Brian, Leah, back to you. I'm thinking we got overtime. Feel it coming. You saw it a while ago.
All right. 3:05 left here in the third period. We're tied at 2. Whoever wins this game takes the lead of the series and can close it out on Thursday. Or, sorry, Thursday, I believe. Face-off won by Vegas. McNabb sends it out. Eichel to Carlson in front. And save in front there by Fleury. If that even got to him. Taken back into the Vegas zone. The Knights will regroup. Through the zone. Carlson draws it through down the right side. Waits for options here. Will drop it back then for Eichel. Eichel to the point, a shot. And it goes wide from Theodore. And Fleury will cover that puck up swiftly. He's not letting anything get loose and through on him tonight. Oh boy. .236 now. Start of the third period in Edmonton, LA is underway. Still tied at 1. That series obviously will be determined on Thursday as well. If, they end up winning. Oh, yes. Steve Dangle's rant. Face-off. Won by the Knights. Hannafin on the right side. He moves in, shoots it. Saved by Fleury. Kicked around to the right side. At the point, White Cloud a shot, and it deflects wide. Back down low up to the point. White Cloud moves in, shoots it again, and blocked again. White Cloud another shot, and that one's denied as well. Oh my lord, White Cloud shots left and right. He'll dump it right back in. Down low, Fleury plays it over then for Spurgeon. Spurgeon through the zone as these Knights fans are on their feet cheering. 2 minutes left. Puck is cleared down low. Pietrangelo on the right side. Backhanded now down low into the Vegas end. Fleury plays it around to Faber. Through the zone, Hartman. Cleared all the way down the other way. Down low now, picked up by Barbashev, who backhanded through the zone. And Vegas will clear that puck right in. Down low now, Saad. In the corner. Brandon Saad battling with the puck. Takes it around now down low. Tries throwing it in front. And that one's denied there as well. On the right side at the point, Barbashev can't keep it in. Here come the Wild. Hartman through the zone with some room. Hartman, he's in! Save, he scores! Ryan Hartman! Late in the third. I thought Hill had it, but no, he didn't. It's 3-2 Minnesota. Ryan Hartman. Oh, I thought Aiden Hill had that puck, but no, he did not. 1:15 left in the third period. Ryan Hartman with a backhander as it bounces off his foot and then goes in. Ryan Hartman, who was suspended for 10 games this year, puts the Minnesota Wild ahead 3-2 late in the third period. Oh, absolutely phenomenal. And the refs are going to look at it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The replay center in Toronto wants to look at it. All right, let's take a look. They want to look at the replay here and see if it was a kicking motion. This might be the most pivotal goal of the series, so let's see what the refs are going to do to look at this here. But I don't know. I think it might be, if anything, let's see. I don't know. That might get that. Ooh, that's really close. That might get called back. That might not get called back. All right, good goal. Good goal. Good goal. All right, 3-2 Minnesota. Here with 1:15 left. Suddenly things just got real interesting, folks. Oh boy. All right. Oh! They're challenging for something else. Oh, Vegas is challenging it for goalie interference. Okay, well, I mean, if they didn't challenge for the kicking motion, I don't understand why you would challenge for goalie interference. So here we go. I don't think this is getting called back. I think you would have noticed if it was really goalie interference. But again, I've been wrong before, so who the heck knows? Oh, they're challenging for offsides. Oh, no. Oh, that might get called back. Oh, I thought they were challenging goalie interference. That's offsides. I think that's offsides. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no goal. Oh, man, that's terrible. It got called back. No goal. We keep on going. Oh, god dang it, dude. I thought we were going to be done early tonight. Looks like not. Oh, no goal. That's brutal. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh, that's getting called back. Because I thought he was challenging for goalie interference at first. And I'm like, what are we doing? Why are you challenging that? Like, it wouldn't surprise me because they've done stupid shit like that all season and all playoffs. But no, that's good on Vegas for seeing that was offside. It was a close one, but they got it. And we're tied at 2 here now. Final minute of play now in this third period. Puck is played back. Brodin up then for Faber. Faber banks it off the boards now and dumped back into the zone down low. Hill to Theodore on the right side. And let's see what happens here now. Faber fighting on the right side. Down low. McNabb. Over then for Carlson. Carlson through the neutral zone and picked back up then by Minnesota as they clear it back in. Down low now. Taken back then by Carlson. Carlson shifts a pass up through the neutral zone. It goes back in on Minnesota. And we'll get an icing against Vegas. Thank you all for tuning in so far. I appreciate it. We have 40 people here in the chat. So if you are new, welcome. We do these streams every single week, along with other content on the side as well. Shorts, news videos, season and review videos, playoff videos, all that good stuff. We got a playoff video coming here later today, actually, with the Vegas, with the Devils being knocked out. Zuccarello, a shot. That one deflects wide and into the corner. Around the left side now. 20 seconds left here in regulation. In the zone. Puck is tied up here against the boards. It slides back into the Vegas end. McNabb will take it back down low. 10 seconds left. Brandon McNabb through the zone. Wah takes it through. 5 seconds. Cleared in. Oh, Oilers just scored. Puck is deflected the other way, and we are going to overtime, folks. Regulation was not enough, and we are heading to OT here now with the second consecutive game in this series. Sorry, I don't know what I was saying there. All right, well, that being said, let's get this overtime frame pumped up and ready to go in about 15 minutes. It's intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back for the overtime frame here momentarily as the Oilers, Matthias Janmark just scored to make it a 2-1 game for the Oilers. And they take a 2-1 lead in Game 5 in that series corresponding. So let's see what happens here now. The Wild were this close to getting that win, but nope. Not good enough, and we will head to overtime here in the Fortress. All right, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. What a night here in Las Vegas. Winner of this will win the series. You're probably right. I don't know. I'm not sure we'll see a Game 7. But I've been wrong before. I have been wrong before. So I won't hold my breath there with that, but I think you're right. I think whoever wins this will win the series. All right, so OT here in the Fortress. Let's see how this goes. Got to see it through now, I guess. Hey, I love extra time. I just hope it doesn't go to double overtime or triple overtime or 4 overtimes. I can't handle that. If the Knights don't win, my family won't have food tomorrow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So much for Kings coverage. I was going to do that a little bit, but guess not. All right. Got to see it through as time runs down. And my clock might actually, it's a little off. Never mind. I was like, oh, my clock might actually be right. Never mind. It's still off. I just realized, yeah, Fleury's playing in Las Vegas where he used to play. It's kind of wild. I wasn't even thinking about that. I didn't even think of that. All right, thank you all for tuning in for this upcoming overtime frame. I really do appreciate it. If you are new, please do consider subscribing. We got 2 more streams tomorrow. I haven't mentioned that much. We got Capitals and Canadiens Game 5, and then Jets and Blues Game 5 tomorrow as well. So plenty of content coming to the channel in terms of streams and all that soon. So you look forward to the best. Go beat them Knights. Oh, yeah. Gavin McKenna. Yeah, Gavin McKenna is going to be really good. That kid's going to be a problem when he comes over to the NHL. And he's probably going to go to some team like Pittsburgh or something. And I'll lose my mind. I'll go actually insane. Because like he is the franchise. He is that franchise. He would be that franchise cornerstone. Yeah, I believe that, Will. I believe that. How has there been 11 overtime games? Still love Fleury. I would hope so. Fleury the GOAT. All right, got about 7.5 minutes till the start of the overtime frame.
deflection there, or is that actually shooting the score? I don't shoot on deflection. You're shooting the score. My teammates knew I was. You wanted all the glory. I wanted all the glory. Yeah. Let's go, man! You weren't able to push stiff there. Nope. Shot pass. Nope. Brendan Gallagher and Danny Briere were doing all the steam work. They did all the work on that play. I just found the point. I had to beat Marshawn and Charles. Yeah, I feel like the guy's getting a bit old. But, however, the amount of times we compare all of your Stanley Cup wins to none of his. Exactly. It's good. It's all good. Oh, you got to relive those moments.
Man, they're just cooking PK Subban on this broadcast. Oh my god. Still 2-1 Edmonton with about 8:28 left here in the third period of that game. So following that a little bit. Who do I think is winning? I would like to see my brain thinks Vegas, but my heart wouldn't mind Minnesota. I'm like kind of in the middle. I don't really mind who. I just hope it's a good goal and I call it correctly, unlike the last time. I just want some good hockey. That's all I want. All right, overtime in Vegas coming up here in a second. Couple of minutes, I would assume. Why is it lagging like that? Let me fix that. Allow me to fix that. Allow me to fix that. All right, now it should be okay. Since it was lagging a little bit.
The new star of the season. Book your vacation today.
All right. About 3:40 left here until the start of the overtime frame. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Nature sure is full of wonders.
Another clash of the old and the El Clasico.
Why can't I find this one game?
Welcome to the show. Buckle up. It's about to get loud here. The one with unimaginable power. Unreal stuff under the football. And endless entertainment. Unbelievable. Where young trailblazers bring big speed, big swag, and big personalities. My guy. Welcome to MLB's best. Dodgers Braves. It's a star-studded showdown on Sunday Night Baseball. Sunday at 7 on ESPN.
Oh yeah, let's do overtime predictions. All right, OT picks. All right, Minnesota. I'm going Trennan. I'm going my boy Trennan again. Vegas. I'm actually going. Hear me out, because he's looked good this game. Brandon Saad. Brandon Saad's my pick for the OT winner for Vegas. And then I'm still rolling with Trennan. I gotta stick with my guts. I gotta stick with my boy Trennan. I think Saad's looked good, so I'll go with Saad. Because why not? Why not? We like to be fun. Let's have some fun, huh? I love the trash talk in the chat. It's pretty awesome, I gotta say. All right, here we go. Overtime. Third period recap. Goal from Matt Boldy and a no-goal call from Ryan Hartman brings us here to the extra frame today. Okay. Will it go 1? Will it go 2? Will we be over in 2 minutes? Will we be over in 20 minutes? I guess we'll find out. Overtime here coming up momentarily. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this overtime late night edition of the Watch with Nordic streams. I appreciate it. We're coming up on 1 a.m. here on the East Coast. So let's get pumped up here for what is to come. Face off. Coming up here in a second. The winner of this game will take a 3-2 series lead en route to Minnesota on Thursday. The Fortress is blazing here tonight with their towel waving and the cheering and the siren and the dragon. Overtime is underway for the second time in this series. Brodeen with the puck. Dumps it down low and into the Vegas end. McNabb sends it around to Theodore on the right side. Kaprizov throws it in front, tipped, and denied there. Eriksson Ek feeds up to the point. Faber a shot, and that one's blocked in front. Minnesota will come out of their own zone to clear it here now and dump back down low into the Vegas end. A near play there, damn near made it. It almost brought it back to Minnesota. It almost gave the early goal there to Minnesota. Face off at the Vegas end, won by the Knights. Banked off the boards. White Cloud on the right side. Hit from behind by Middleton, and we got a whistle for that. I think it was offsides, not for the hit from behind. And goaltending change there. Had to get made by the Wild for Gustafsson, who still is apparently sick, is not on the bench currently. Marc-Andre Fleury's been in there. He's looked actually decent in the shots he's faced. So good on him, who hasn't played since their last game of the regular season. Puck through center ice. It's Smith taking it into the zone. Smith shoots it. Blocked in front. Rebound. And that one goes to the right side. Cleared back down low in the zone. Waugh battling for it. Down low now with it here. Howden on the right side. Sent up to the point. White Cloud a shot. And blocked in front there. Picked up now by Zuccarello. Feeds a pass to center ice then for Marcus Johansson, and stolen back then by the Knights. Waugh into the zone. Feeds a pass over. Intercepted. Here comes Minnesota. Gaudreau into the zone. Waits will drop it back down behind the net. And they'll battle for it here once again. On the right side, Vegas picks it right back up. Through the zone is Saad. Saad circles around up to the point. Pietrangelo! And it goes wide. Carried out then by the Wild. 2-on-1. Gaudreau into the zone. Shoots it. And it goes above the net and out of play. Oh boy. About 2 minutes into the overtime frame. Some chances for both sides, but nothing concrete yet. Face off now once again. Inside of the Vegas end. It'll be Eriksson Ek now versus Carlson. Face off. Won by the Knights. Stone plays it around the right side. Clears it all the way through the neutral zone. Eichel comes in. Shoots it. And it goes just wide. Oh my goodness. Eichel now down low behind the net. With the puck. Up to the point. Theodore, a slap shot. And that one also goes wide. Down now on the right side. Behind the net is Carlson. Carlson moves it to the front. Intercepted. Boldy tries playing it up. And kept in by Vegas. Carlson on the right side. To the point. Theodore in front. And blocked. What a save by Fleury. Picked up now then by the Wild, who move it the other way. Down low in the zone now. It comes back out to center ice. Eichel gets it. Banks it back into the boards. Vegas regroups. Eichel to Stone. Stone moves in. Fires it in front. And it goes wide. Oh my goodness. Kaprizov now with the puck. Whew. If you're a Minnesota fan, you're terrified right now. Stone. Bank pass to Saad. Saad. Then for Whitecloud now down low. Back then for Hurdle. Faber gets it back. Faber, and it's cleared then by Kaprizov to center ice. Minnesota forced to regroup now back in their own end. On the right side, it's spun all the way back around and into the Vegas zone. And an icing against Minnesota about 3 minutes in to the overtime period. 4:22 left in the Edmonton-LA game. It's 2-1 Oilers. If they win that, they take a 3-2 series lead back to Edmonton for Game 6. If they win, they will play one of Vegas or Minnesota. So we could find that first round matchup as soon as tonight. Yes, Brock Faber is in. Face-off won by the Knights at the point. Theodore shot, and it deflects wide. Gaudreau now picks it up on the right side. Cleared out to center ice. Boldy, a backhand throw. Here's Faber. Faber deflected in front. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man, he couldn't get control of the puck on the breakaway. Puck gets cleared back. Here's Barbashev, the winner in Game 4. Down low now, intercepted by Middleton. Gets it up then for Nyquist. Nyquist sends a backhand out of the zone. Battling on the right side, picked up again then by Minnesota. As it's deflected back down low, and puck will go up and out of play. Whew. All right, face-off will come at center ice with that puck deflecting up and out of play. It'll be Rossi versus Howden. And now face-off is won by Vegas. Played back Pietrangelo to Kolasar. Sorry about that. Pearson takes it now down low behind the net. Battling with Rossi on the right side. Still down low. Puck finally breaks free. It's at the point. Sent back down low now behind that. Pearson in front. They score! Brett Howden! Vegas wins! And they take a 3-2 series lead. Brett Howden in overtime. And Vegas takes the win. A pass in front from Tanner Pearson. And Vegas gets the win. Yeah, Fleury had no chance on that in front. He didn't even know where the puck was. Good play there. Good setup down low to get that puck in front. And Vegas scores on that one. And they will take a 3-2 series lead now. And we will go to Game 6 in Minnesota with a 3-2 lead for Las Vegas. Well, that's that, huh? So Vegas will take a 3-2 series lead heading on to Minnesota on Thursday. My heart is happy. Or my brain and my bracket is very happy. But my heart's a little sad. My heart's a little broken. I'm kidding. So Vegas takes the win there. 3-2 in overtime. Final score. And we'll move on from that. Edmonton and LA still wrapping up here, but I got some videos I got to make. Thank you all so much for tuning in. That's Brett Howden's 9th career playoff goal, his 2nd career overtime winner in the playoffs. And Thursday will be the deciding factor for the Vegas Golden Knights. That being said, that does it for me. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it to these live streams. And I will see you guys in the next stream coming up soon.